get some people in here really quick. And we are live. Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Fitzmonk TV here, aka G133. I'm back here tonight with your WWE SmackDown Live review and results for September 3rd, 2019. I want to welcome you guys to the channel. If you guys are new, I want to welcome back old subscribers. And yes, we are talking about SmackDown Live tonight. And you know, some weeks, I usually go live on Monday Night Raw every single week, but I don't go live on SmackDown Live every single Tuesday unless something big happens. Well, the sheer fact of the matter, anybody that knows me knows how big a Sasha Banks fan I am and how much I love the heel turn. That's and everything, the way she's been being portrayed as of late, and just the fact that her presence, the fact that she was on SmackDown Live today, was enough for me to say, all right, we're gonna do a SmackDown Live review. Just a quick, uh, just a couple housekeeping notes before we get into the full review. Monday Night Raw review is up on the channel. We talk about Bayley's shocking heel turn. I cover that in depth. So if you guys want to check that out, that review is live on the channel. I also did a video earlier this afternoon. I had no idea that that oh, and my nose is acting up again. I had no idea that Sasha was gonna be on SmackDown Live tonight. No idea. All right, there was no. I just didn't see it coming, but I was shocked that Sasha was on. I did a video earlier this afternoon talking about Bayley's heel turn a little bit more in depth and how WWE should book it going forward. You know, and we talked about how Paul Heyman has been the mastermind behind Sasha Banks' heel turn. I definitely think he has a role in Bayley turning heel, and I love it. Excuse me, in the video from this afternoon, we talked about all that, and I basically told you how WWE should book Sasha and Bayley going forward from now all the way through WrestleMania and a little bit beyond that. So if you guys want to check that video out, it is live on the channel as well. As always, follow me on social media. The links to my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all of that is in the description down below. I love talking to you guys in the comment section. All right, I'm just taking a couple seconds to get my notes all set. But man, we have a lot to talk about tonight. My nose is really acting up tonight. I don't know, man. But let me see. C Diddy says, "Did you see it?" Yes, I did hear about um Chris Jericho's belt getting stolen. I don't. This has to be for storyline because the way Chris Jericho was acting, on his Instagram page, on the AEW page, he was acting a little bit cool. I don't know if he was the same character. I don't think it really got stolen. But if it did really get stolen, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But I think it's more just for storyline for right now. Maybe to set up Chris Jericho's next challenger, and we'll have to see where that goes. But yeah, we're gonna get to SmackDown Live tonight. And we're gonna talk about the Sasha Banks and Bayley system. So basically, the way SmackDown Live opened up tonight, they opened it up basically showcasing what happened last night, specifically between Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And Bayley opens the show, and I was really paying attention to see how Bayley was gonna act. Right, her mannerisms, how she was gonna act coming out, because she has been the talk of the wrestling world in the last 24 hours with her shocking heel turn last night. So she comes out and she's acting all normal. She does her normal entrance. She's pandering to the fans. It looks like normal Bayley. Anybody that if you didn't see Monday Night Raw the night before, they would probably go into thinking, oh, it's just normal Bayley, normal SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley, right? Well, she comes out, she starts talking, and the way she's talking as if almost like Monday Night didn't happen. She's talking basically like Monday Night didn't happen. She's acting all normal. Nothing really. She's not like anything really affect her. She's she's acting like normal Bayley. All right, and she's like specifically like, oh, I don't know why everyone's losing their mind over last night. All right, and why isn't anybody surprised? And she's not really talking about Becky Lynch. She's talking more about Sasha. She's basically saying, "Oh, my friendship with Sasha never ended. Even when Sasha left, even when Sasha took her ball and went home, we were still best friends. We talked almost every day, yada this, yada that. And even when Sasha made her comments last week in her promo, how she didn't care about the women's tag team titles, how she didn't give a damn about defending them at WrestleMania. All right, her entire promo tonight, her entire promo, she was acting normal. Like, oh, why is everyone losing their minds? There's no need for anybody to lose their minds over anything. I'm still the same old Bayley. I'm still trying to be the SmackDown Women's Champion, trying to be that champion that everyone can look up to. You know, that's gonna do what's best for the division, etc., etc., etc. All right, and I'm just like, okay. But the thing is, the way Bayley's acting, it's like, Bayley is now a heel, but it's like Bayley hasn't fully turned heel yet. All right, it's like she's in that middle ground through her heel turn where she's trying to act a little bit like a baby. She's there, and I'm loving the way she's acting. But I was waiting. All right, what Shaw was gonna say, because I knew Shaw was gonna be one of the X factors going into this. I knew she was gonna be one of the X factors because Becky Lynch, she's staying babyface. There's no way you're turning Becky Lynch into a heel. Sasha Banks, heel. Bayley, I would say she's more of a tweeter, but she's more heel than babyface right now, clearly. So Charlotte Flair comes out, and Charlotte usually doesn't get booed just because fans are always doing the woo. They're always wooing. That's just the way it is. When we say there's really no legit heels in WWE, a legit heel in WWE is someone that you boo, that you just don't want to a heel. Probably, maybe it was Nia Jax. Because after Nia Jax, after she broke Becky's face, she was legit hated, hated by the fans. That's what we call heel heat. That's legit heel heat. Because people just want to see her not succeed. People just did not want to see her on television. It was go away heat and heel heat that Nia Jax was receiving at that time. All right, but you look at everything going on here with this situation. Charlotte Flair comes out and she starts talking. She's giving her promo and all that, and the way Charlotte was coming off of Charlotte wasn't looking to get any heel heat. Bayley was the most selfish person in the entire women's roster, and Charlotte's like, I'm selfish. I'm selfish. Bayley, you need to look in the mirror. All right, what Charlotte's like, what you see is what you get. Yeah, and Charlotte was kind of like talking like a baby face tonight, even though she still had some heel mannerisms in her body language. But I can clearly see it looks like WWE is slowly trying to do a double turn. And even though it's going to be tough for people to boo Bayley, because it's kind of the same thing that happened with Becky Lynch last year at SummerSlam. When Becky Lynch finally attacked Charlotte out of all that frustration, after their SmackDown Live Women's title match at SummerSlam, right? After um Becky lost her mind. Everyone cheered her. Everyone cheered her because they could understand why Becky did it. They didn't want to boo her. They wanted to cheer because they actually supported it. Same thing with Sasha Banks turning heel. All right, Sasha Banks is trying so hard to turn heel, make people boo her, make people hate her, but the fans want to cheer her because they understand where all this is coming from. Sasha's point of view makes sense. Same thing with Bayley. I've been sitting here on my channel for over 2 years now saying how Bayley should be a heel. And I've gotten in fights with people on social media, all over the world, etc., etc. Right? But you gotta understand here, people want to see Bayley as a heel. All right, I've been one of it. I'm sick and tired of seeing Bayley's huggle nature, giving out here giving hugs. Like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing out here giving hugs? Like, no, be a badass in the middle of the ring, like we know you can be. All right, and that's one of the reasons why I'm loving what they're doing with Bayley as a heel. That's the reason why I love seeing Bayley turn heel last night. But you see what they're doing, and it seems like WWE was slowly trying to do a double turn without you noticing. I caught on what they were doing. They were trying to turn Charlotte babyface. And there's so many different scenarios they can go with this. Just like if you guys want to see some of those scenarios I talked about, make sure to check out the video I dropped earlier today when we went in depth on Sasha and Bayley and how their heel turns should be booked and how they should be booked going forward into the rest of the year. But you know, Charlotte's talking, and then I get out of my seat immediately because we almost never see Sasha Banks on SmackDown. In Sasha's career, she's only been on SmackDown a couple times. All right, last time we saw Sasha on SmackDown was very early in the year when her and Bayley were still tag team champions. I think they were going up against the Iconics, if I remember correctly. But Sasha comes out, she gets a pretty good pop, pretty good reaction, mainly because fans weren't expecting her. Sasha Banks taking full advantage of the wild card rule here. BAYLEY, they had matching ring gear tonight. So that doesn't tell you, basically, that's another thing. The Boston Hug connection are stronger than ever. Sasha and BAYLEY both had matching ring gear tonight. Um, but Sasha comes out and she's walking slowly to the ring. All of a sudden, it's like Charlotte could tell what was about to happen. She could tell, all right, she was about to get double teamed by Sasha and BAYLEY. So she hits BAYLEY with a big boot to the face. Sasha comes into the ring and Sasha and Charlotte start brawling. And I enjoyed this just because it's been years. We haven't seen Sasha and Charlotte go out it since late 2016. It's kind of crazy to think about it. It's been basically 3 years since Sasha and Charlotte's feud. All right. And I got really excited. I enjoyed seeing those two go at it for about 30 seconds they were going at it. Charlotte had a pretty nasty takedown on Sasha. Took her down to the start and raining haymakers on Sasha while Sasha was covered with her face. But then BAYLEY comes out of nowhere and she hits Charlotte with a chair. Hits her with a chair shot. I absolutely love it. Just like what BAYLEY did to Becky last night, BAYLEY does to Charlotte here. And BAYLEY hit nails Charlotte with a chair shot. Nails her again. The crowd is chanting, "Do it again! One more time! One more time!" They're absolutely behind it. Then BAYLEY hands the chair over to Sasha. Then Sasha starts nailing Charlotte with chair shots. And then Sasha gives the chair back to BAYLEY, and BAYLEY finishes Charlotte off with a couple more chair shots. I love it. Solidify once again that Sasha and BAYLEY, they are back together. The Boston Hug connection are stronger than they've ever been. And we end the segment with Sasha and Charlotte, or Sasha and BAYLEY on the top of the ramp, celebrating with one another. Then we come back from commercial where we see Sasha and BAYLEY talking backstage. We can't see what they're talking about, but and and that's all. That's the last we see from Sasha and BAYLEY for the night. I already know where this is going. You can already tell. Sasha and BAYLEY attacked Charlotte tonight. That's basically WWE's way of basically turning Charlotte to a babyface. All right, going forward, we're gonna get Sasha versus Becky. Sasha has to win that Clash of Champions. I have almost zero doubt that Sasha won't win. BAYLEY needs to win at Clash of Champions, and most likely, probably down the line, we're gonna see Sasha and BAYLEY in tag team action. Maybe even for the women's tag team titles. You never know. We're going to see Sasha and BAYLEY go up against Becky and Charlotte. I love this segment. I love the opening SmackDown. I love BAYLEY's explanation, basically saying like, oh, she had to have Sasha's back because Sasha's always had hers. They're best friends. That's what best friends do. BAYLEY's heel turn is basically being explained that, oh, all I did was be loyal to my friend. All I did was do what I had to do because me and Sasha are best friends. We always have each other's back. We'll do anything for one another. And BAYLEY was being like trying to be a teacher, but provide a teaching lesson in that moment and be like, you should never give up on they're in trouble, no matter if they want your help or not, because that's what friends do. Right? And I love that little twist they put in it. I don't know who wrote it, but you're getting claps from me, no doubt about it. Love the opening of SmackDown Live. Loving Sasha Banks. Love seeing the best female wrestler in the world on SmackDown Live, and I really enjoyed this opening segment. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, I'm just gonna let you guys know this review is gonna end pretty quickly. All right, pretty quickly. First off, we're gonna get into the King of the Ring matches really quick. We had King of the Ring match Mustafa Ali versus Elias. This match was okay. I don't know. The Monday Night Raw King of the Ring side of the bracket has had much better matches than the SmackDown Live matches. Not saying that the SmackDown Live matches have been ass. I'm just feeling like the Raw matches have been better. Other than Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy, that was a great match. That was a really great match a couple weeks back. Um, But Elias won this match. The way the match was being told is Elias kept focusing on Ali's leg. Ali got injured early in the match, and he went for the 450 splash, which would have finished Elias off. Elias was able to duck and get out of the way. Elias hit Ali with the with Drift Away. Drift Away, yeah, that's the way name of his move, Drift Away. 1, 2, 3, Elias advances. I disagree with Elias advancing. I don't know why. We just saw Cedric Alexander get, eliminated last night, and then we see Ali get eliminated this week. I don't know why they would do that. I really don't. Two straight nights you have the fan favorites, or two of the potential fan favorites eliminated. Why? So you then you want to care to explain to me why you decided to make that choice tonight? It made absolutely zero sense in my book. I don't see why you would do that. I really don't. Well, the King of the Ring is meant for superstars like Ali, like Cedric Alexander, like a Ricochet, to showcase their talents and show that they are future stars of this company. All right, and Ricochet's still in it, and you know, but Ali and Alexander, two people that we thought that had a really good chance of making it all the way to the finals of this tournament, are now both gone. It sucks. I don't know why they even made the decision. Elias is not even that good in the ring. So his match tonight was okay at best. The guy's not. I don't like Elias in the ring. He's cooled off so much for me, and I just don't understand it. I really just don't understand it. But hey, it is what it is. It really is what it is. What it is. Um, I'm losing my train of thought again. Uh, the second King of the Ring match of the night, and maybe my favorite match of the night: Chad Gable versus Andrade Cien. I am a big fan. All right, a big fan. And give me guys 1 second. I gotta grab something. My bad, guys. My bad. Whew. But yeah, we really, really love what they're doing with Chad Gable right now. He's the underdog story, and we all know WWE. If there's one thing WWE is pretty good at doing, it's pretty good at doing underdog stories. I look at Rey Mysterio, look at Sami Zayn in NXT, or Johnny Gargano. Look at Daniel Bryan back with the Yes Movement. I'm really enjoying what they're doing with Chad Gable. Chad Gable, the story they're telling us, he's being bullied all the time by superstars, but bullied basically his entire career, his whole life. But he's out there to prove the doubters wrong, to do his best, to show people that he belongs and he cannot be messed with. Chad Gable, I'm loving what they're doing with him right now. And going in, Andrade was for a lot of people to pick. Was after seeing Drew McIntyre get eliminated and Cedric get eliminated, and Buddy Murphy and Ali get eliminated. A lot of people had Andrade winning this. I honestly thought after what we saw going into the show, I thought Andrade was probably going to win the entire tournament. I thought it was going to be Andrade versus Ricochet in the finals, and man, what a battle that would have been. But WWE decided to go a different direction with, excuse with that the King of the Ring tournament, and Andrade versus Gable. What a good match! The crowd is getting behind this. It's giving me those Daniel Bryan vibes. I'm not saying this is Gable right now is nowhere close to where Daniel Bryan was with the Yes movement in his prime, and we'll talk about Daniel Bryan a little bit later in the show, but. I'm loving what they're doing with Gable right now. He's cool. I'm invested into it. He hasn't simple story that's easy to get into, and I'm loving it. All right, he pulled some very cool German suplexes. This was a really good match. There was a lot of near falls, especially in the final couple of minutes, and the crowd kept holding their breath because they really wanted Gable to win. Gable won with a very unique roll up. I don't remember how he do it, but I remember it looked beautiful on screen, and Gable rolls up Andrade, and maybe the biggest shock, maybe the biggest shock of this entire tournament. Chad Gable advances to the semifinals where he'll face Elias next week, and the winner will really enjoy that match. All right, really enjoyed what they're doing with Chad Gable. Will he win the entire thing? Let's see. I'll have my answer for you guys after the triple threat match next week on Raw between Joe, Ricochet, and Corbin. What else happened on the show? We had Randy Orton. He basically did a nerd promo explaining why he's going to defeat Kofi Kingston at Clash of Champions. I love Randy Orton, man. I love the intensity he brings on the mic. He is basically the prototype wrestler in my eyes. If you had to build a wrestler from scratch, I would probably build Randy Orton. I love this guy. I love the energy, the way he carries himself on in and outside the ring. And I enjoyed his promo tonight. He basically talked about how he spent the last couple weeks destroying Kofi Kingston and the New Day, taking each member out one by one, and that's true. Basically, the last 3 weeks now, Orton has been destroying Kofi Kingston and the New Day, just destroying them. He has the Revival on inside. They're not. They have no. They just been taking people out each and every single week. And that's exactly what they did again tonight. Orton basically showed um, footage of what happened last week, and he basically challenged Kofi to come out. And he said, Kofi, this time it's just going to be you and me, one on one, no interferences. Well, Kofi, his music plays, but he comes out being attacked by the Revival. All right, and the Revival, they're like dragging him to the ring. And then we see Orton pick up a mic and he's just stomping away. I love something. Orton's just doing the vintage Orton stomp where he stomps with like every single part of your body. And then every time he does it, Orton's saying stupid, 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 stupid Kofi. And I'm loving it. I can get behind that easily, man. Bring it up their history and aligning it with the history these two are developing right now. I still want to go with Randy Orton as my pick at Clash Champions. We'll talk about that more when we do the preview and prediction show early next week. But I see Orton winning. He has all the momentum. They've almost given Kofi no momentum really going to the Clash based off what we've seen the last 3 weeks. Is every week Orton and the Revival just taking names and take names, kick ass. You guys know the drill. I almost said it the opposite way, like Jackson and Infinity War. But I'm loving the feud between Orton and Kofi. But no matter what, at Clash of Champions, in my opinion, the main event should be Sasha Banks versus Becky for the Raw Women's title. What else? What else? Aleister Black. Earlier the show, Aleister Black came out on his normal couch or wherever he does his backstage segments, and he basically said, "If no one's gonna climb the mountain, if no one's gonna face me," he was taking off his clothes, take off his suit. I'll just go to the ring and put out a challenge myself. All right, and we know how much Aleister Black loves to be in action. Um, Aleister Black came out to the ring. We went to commercial, and we come back, and we have Aleister Black going up against what's his name? Shelton Benjamin. And I love Shelton Benjamin. Big fan of him from back in his early days. But I don't. I guess it was a way to build Aleister Black up. I said this on my Twitter page. Black won with a devastating Black Mass, man. It seems like that move gets deadlier and deadlier every time he uses it. But me was thinking for Randy Orton, because I think most of us can say in confidence that most likely Orton is gonna win the WWE Championship from Kofi at Clash Champions, and then we'll get Kofi versus Randy at Hell in a Cell, and that's how they're gonna run. They've already teased in a way that Bray Wyatt is gonna be the one to take the Universal title. At least he'll be in line for a Universal title opportunity after Strowman and Braun's face at Clash Champions. I still understand why WWE booked it that way. Um, but Trying to think. I keep losing my train of thought tonight. Um, yes, I was saying, what if Orton does take the WWE Championship from Kofi at Clash, like everyone, at least I believe he will. This is what I would say you do. Aleister Black wants to fight. Why don't we end SmackDown Live, all right, in 2019 with Aleister Black versus Randy Orton feuding over the WWE Championship? I love Aleister Black. He has the charisma, and I think he's ready for it. All right? I think when the time comes, Aleister Black as a babyface should take the title away from Randy Orton as a heel. I could really get behind that a lot. All right, a lot. So hopefully WWE does go down that direction, but we'll have to wait and see. What else happened on this show? Yes, the women's tag team champions Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross were in action tonight. They went up against Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville. This was match that was made backstage, where basically Fire and Desire were Sonya, Mandy. I guess I don't have to say anything else really when it comes to that. I'm trying to think. I know I'm forgetting something. We'll get the Roman and Daniel Bryan in just a sec. Yes, so Manny, Rose, and Sonya, they're going up against Alexa and Nikki. Basically, they were able to get the win, pretty easy. I think it was roll up, right? No, it wasn't roll up. Sonya and Manny have this new double team move. It seems like when Sonya takes out her opponent's leg, and it kind of looked kind of devastating when Manny hit Alexa Bliss square in the face with a running knee strike. 1, 2, 3. Sonya and Mandy win. This will easily set up Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross to face Sonya and Mandy, most likely on WWE's pre-show. I don't see how they're gonna fit all these championship matches in one night, but we'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. But trying to think. Yeah, will Sonya and Mandy win the tag team titles? I don't know. I kind of want Sasha Banks as Raw Women's Champion and Bayley as SmackDown Women's Champion for each to hold part of the WWE Tag Team Champions for the women, even though those championships are buried. But we'll have to wait and see if that's the plug. That's the way WWE should do it. I gave you guys the fancy booking earlier. That's the way WWE should do it, in my opinion. Um. So all right, yeah, that's basically the last thing we need to basically talk about is there wasn't no main event match. It was a segment between Eric Rowan, Daniel Bryan, and Roman Reigns. And basically, the main thing was Daniel Bryan coming out and he wanted an apology for Roman because Bryan believed that Rowan was the one behind all the attacks, and Bryan considers himself not to be a liar, no matter what anybody says or thinks about him. So Bryan comes out, and the way Bryan was acting, he was talking a little bit weird. I was thinking, is WWE legit trying to turn Daniel Bryan back into a babyface after what we saw tonight? Because it's been close to a year. It's been close to a year yet. Because yeah, it was right before Survivor Series when Bryan won the WWE Championship um from AJ Styles. And Bryan tonight, he was saying, because usually Bryan always starts by just absolutely killing the people. Bryan basically comes out like, no matter if you like me, no matter if you hate me, no matter if you agree with my ideas or not, I always tell the truth and I'm not a liar. All right, and the fans were cheering for him. Bryan also said, at least these fans believe me. That's not something a heel is supposed to say. So I'm like, that was the second thing that weirded me out. So then you have Roman come out. Roman comes out, and there's only 4 minutes left of the show, and Roman's doing his full entrance. I'm like, really, dude? Like, come on here. Let's end the show. Let's get this over. Let's get this done with, right? Roman's like midway through the ramp, and he gets attacked by Eric Rowan. Bryan comes out on the ringside and tries to stop Rowan, and Rowan's like, no, get out of my face. I don't take orders from you. You do not control me. I this. Then Rowan gets into the middle of the ring, basically hits Roman with the Iron Claw, his finisher, grabs the mic, and Eric Rowan's like, "You like that, Roman? You know, if you thought the attacks were bad, wait till what happens to you at Clash of Champions, man." He also said to Brian, you know, "You think you control me? You think all those slaps in the face last week were funny? Yeah, yeah, this, like that. Well, now you're gonna learn, what it's like to be looked down upon." And basically, the way that it looked like it looked like a perfect setup for them to turn Daniel Bryan back into a babyface because that's what they want to do. Bryan's not stealing anything. It's just that this feud with Roman Reigns has been very weak for him. So maybe you don't got to do that. That's just me being honest. Um, but yeah, Rowan basically decimated Roman and Bryan at ringside. Hit the ironclad on Bryan through the announce table. Very vicious. Now I don't know, what's gonna happen at Clash. Will like, um, trying to remember. Um, Honestly, this feud is really. I don't really care about this feud at all. It's been very weak in my opinion. Um, trying to think real quick where they could actually go with this Roman and Bryan storyline. Because the way WWE's been building it the last couple weeks, it's complete garbage. Why should anybody give a damn? Why should anybody care about this story at all? It's like WWE each and every single week they can't figure out where they want to go with this Roman Bryan and Rollins story, and it seems like now it's just gonna force Bryan to back into a babyface. Which I don't mind. I don't mind Bryan as a heel or a babyface. I love him either way. But it seems like this is just a way for WWE to try to get Bryan into a babyface more than anything else. All right. Now I don't know what happens at Clash of Champions. I don't know. They're playing like a 2-on-1. Have Bryan and Roman team up. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. What else? I think that's it. You know, I don't really agree with Bryan. Or the way Luke Harper's coming off. But hey, Vince McMahon, even when he's not there, work on the XFL. He says, "Oh man, let's push that Eric Rowan. Let's push him to the moon and back. The guy deserves it." Like I feel like that's what's going through Vince's head when it's unnecessary and it takes up unnecessary space. All right, and that's just the honest truth on all devices. Other than that, that's about all I got for you guys today. That's your SmackDown Live review, basically. Easily the best part was Sasha Banks being on SmackDown Live tonight. I love Bayley's explanation. Let me know in the comment section what was your favorite part of SmackDown Live tonight or the review. Let me know. I'd love to talk to you guys in the comment section. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Enable notifications by clicking the bell next to my name, Fitzmonk TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. I'm getting out of here. Make sure I'm gonna have lots of new content coming out for the rest of the week. So I hope you guys are ready for that. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, guys. Peace.